Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Boruto Chapter 25. When we last left off, Boruto and the gang had encountered Kawaki, who woke up after feeling a pain from his Kama seal, and assumed they were members of Kara, so we started to attack them. Meanwhile, Jigen allowed Delta to go observe Kashin Koji's mission to pick up Kawaki, and brought a new outer named Garou along, who seems to have some kind of feud with Kawaki, and Kawaki and Garou started fighting. That was pretty much everything that happened last month. Also, we got some Kawaki backstory. His dad was abusive, and Kara is probably just as abusive, but not in the same ways. So yeah, let's jump right on to chapter 25, Resonance. Our cover picture is this nice color shot of Boruto with his seal active. So yeah, let's jump on in. Scan later page. Alright, so Team 7 is watching Kawaki and Garou go at it. It's Garou, an assassin from Kara in pursuit of Kawaki. How will Kawaki respond? And Kawaki's, arm blade is caught in, Garou's, little weapon thing. And Garou, breaks away from the arm. And Kawaki lunges, and his arm extends towards Garou. And it, smashes the ground where Garou just was, but Garou has jumped up and is now, not floating, but, is above, Kawaki. And, lunges down at him, fires some bullets from his, little arm cannon thing. And Kawaki has his arm, detract from the weird thing he's extended out at Garou, and honestly, looking at it like this, it kind of looks like a tree. Does Kawaki have wood style? Is that where we're going with this? I don't know. But Kawaki runs away from Garou's bullets. And Garou keeps firing bullets at him, and he keeps running away. And then Kawaki turns and throws what I'm assuming are shuriken at Garou. Or not. They look more like kind of blades. They're coming straight for Garou, who deflects them. What is that? His body! How did you do that? This huge man is... And Katasuke has the answer, it looks like. This huge man is merely using what you'd call a generic scientific ninja weapon. But what the heck is that boy's body? So yeah, it looks like those blades came from Kawaki's arm, it looks like. But Garou, drops to the ground on his feet, and they both stare each other down. You're already out of breath. Wahaha! Your power is steadily degenerating, isn't it? Damn it! And he runs at Garou again, his arm doing the thing he's been doing. And he goes to slam down on Garou, but Garou strikes him across the chest. And slams Kawaki into the ground. Gotcha! And he does something. There's some kind of smoke all around Kawaki. As Team 7 all looks on in shock, and Kawaki lays defeated in a cloud of smoke. You won't even die at this point. And he picks Kawaki up with the claw. You finally become docile. Had you obediently followed my orders from the beginning, you would have gotten out of going through such a painful experience. And Boruto runs at him. That guy is going to take him away! Boruto, wait up. The situation is getting overly complicated. Right now, we shouldn't move recklessly. Even if you say that, Sensei, even Zarda's sticking up for Boruto. The scope of this mission obviously makes it S-ranked. It's too dangerous. For now, the top priority is to protect your lives. But, and Delta and Kashin Koji are looking on. That Garou guy, seriously, even after you've been told to handle him with care. As I thought, we should have replaced everything, starting with his brain. Huh? What do you mean replace everything with Garou? Or is that about Kawaki? What is Kara doing? But Kashin Koji tells her to calm down. The critical point is what happens from now on. And while Garou is still holding Kawaki, it would be troublesome if you woke up en route and got into a violent rage. Should I break your arms and legs? And as he's holding him up, Kawaki flinches, and Boruto notices it. And he goes down in a bunch of pain, I guess clutching his arm. Boruto? Gah! And his seal is activated again. Again? Just like last time. And Garou notices it. What's going on? Just as Kawaki's arm is also... His seal is also activating. And he, wakes up and grabs onto Garou's claw thing. Oi, do you really have time to look away? And he, flames out, Garou's arm. Did it start raining? No, it's the air conditioner. Never mind. I thought it sounded like it started raining. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. He does some kind of flame jutsu on Garou's arm, and his machine is just melted away. Oh, and everyone looks on in shock. Ow! And he runs back. And we see Kawaki standing there, seal going up his arm and onto his face. All like that. As he walks towards Garou and glares at him. You bastard! Where do you get that sort of power from? It wasn't me. It was this guy. That's why I hate this. Okay, what's that about? Is this guy Boruto? Or is there someone in here? Or is it the Otsutsuki he must have killed to get the seal? What happened there? But he continues to walk towards Garou. Don't come any closer! And Boruto stares on. Fwee! Is the sound effect we get from Boruto's seal activating. I don't know why it's such a weird sound effect. But both their seals are lighting up. The part on their hand is getting lighter. What? It feels like something is seeping in. Are you listening to me yet? Damn it! And he launches his other arm at, Kawaki. And has this giant blast go straight at Kawaki. He's about to absorb it, calling it now. Yep, he absorbs it all Momoshiki style. He absorbed it. It's the same as when Boruto did it. And he swishes his coat back and keeps walking towards Garou. And runs him through with that, tree-looking arm deal. He pierced him through the body in one strike. What a guy. And he's basically killed Garou. Garou's on his last breath. And he falls to his knees. Gah. And Kawaki grabs his face with the other hand. I warned you. I won't be saying sorry for only your lower jaw this time around. Oh, wait, I'm begging you. It was my bad. Stop it. Garou's a fucking punk. Wow. Kawaki's seal lights up again. Your breath stinks, you pig bastard. And this huge explosion, there's surrounds where Kawaki and Garou are, cutting into the rock. Probably 15, 20 meters deep. Maybe. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it looks significantly larger than Kawaki's body size. The shockwave blasts Team 7 away. Garou is just a pair of legs now. He's fucking dead. And Kashin Koji and Delta are, barely affected by it. Their cloaks are flapping behind them, but they're just, standing perfectly still. And the smoke clears, and Kawaki steps onto his new crater. And breathes heavily as the dust clears around him. Oh, Kawaki. He managed to blow away all of those intrusive guys from Konoha. What a capable child, eh? Look closely, Delta. Seems like he can still keep going. Boruto still around? Yeah, Boruto, I guess, absorbs the explosion? Because there's, destruction all around, except a little island of, safe land, where Team 7 and Katasuke all were. And Boruto starts breathing. Boruto. He absorbed that guy's attack and protected us. And Kawaki and Boruto both stare at each other. You assholes. Considering how you hinted about it, it seems like you don't know about karma. Doesn't seem like you mastered it well at all. I don't know. Even I myself don't know what it's about. Feigning ignorance. From now on, even if you pursue me, the mountain of corpses will only increase. You made me really... Oh, no, I skipped the bubble, my bad. Go back and tell that to Jigen. You made me really irritated. Properly listen to what people say for a bit. And Kashin Koji still looks on. To karma. There's no mistaking it. They were definitely in resonance. So this is the reason why Jigen was so fixated on Kawaki. I need more information. And some kind of energy, poofs out of Kawaki, and he collapses onto his knees. And his seal completely fades away until it's just a little diamond on his palm. And he clenches his hand. Damn it. Even this thing. If I don't... And he just completely, is unconscious. Oh, oi! This is... And Katasuke speaks up. What you'd call overheating. That's... During the previous battle circumstances. If by any chance his body is... Delta... We cut back to Delta and Kashin Koji. Well. Looks like this was inevitable. Is it okay if I take care of all of those guys in Konoha, Koji? No, Delta. We should not get involved with them. Team 7 is, with, Kawaki now. As expected, this child's body is not like an ordinary person's. Well, I mean, if you were to watch the battle just now, you pretty much get that. Same as with Ao, and even that fat dude from before. Everyone was equipped with scientific ninja weaponry, right? No, you can't even compare this guy's body to theirs. Let me put it this way. I would dare say that it's as if his existence itself is as a scientific ninja weapon. What? What do you mean? And Delta is now very pissed off at Kashin Koji. So what do you intend on doing, Kashin Koji? Do you feel like letting those guys take the vessel? That's right. I understand that the purpose of the mission is to bring back the vessel without fail. But not right now. Let's gather more information. And Delta scoffs at him. I came here to retrieve it myself, but that idiot Garou kept blabbering on too much. Don't you think we should at least deal with those guys from Konoha? It's pointless right now to be concerned with things such as information leaking. That was back when the blimp crashed. Besides, whether they're aware of it or not, in the end, they will have no choice but to give in to a larger power. Even if they don't like the world that's approaching, they will come to know it. And that terror will carry the name Kara. Okay, I'm really hoping he's not Jiraiya, because I would really be pissed off if he was Jiraiya. If he's talking about the world, the shinobi world ending that Jiraiya fought so hard to preserve, I'd be really pissed off if he was just Jiraiya. Well, that's fine with me. Jigen also warned me of it. It won't go according to your principles, though. And we see Kawaki pass out on the ground. This is amazing. It's on par with the prosthetic hand of the 7th, or it's possibly even a superior technology. All of his blood vessels and his nervous system have been modified. And to think that there are scientists who possess this sort of technology. It's completely different from that huge man from some time ago, and even Aodono. This body is already a work of art. Good gracious, there's a genius like me who exists out there somewhere. Oh, yes! And Boruto just shuts him down. Now is not the time to be rejoicing. So what do we do with him? Do we fix him? And Katasuke stares at them. That would be impossible. Didn't you just say you're on the same level of genius? And Mitsuki looks at Kawaki. So this genius, I wonder if he manufactured him out of nothing. Just like how I was produced from cloning technology. Do they know about that yet? No, they do not know about that! And they were what the fuck? What? You didn't know? I'm the clone of a shinobi made by someone named Orochimaru. I'm a synthetic human being. Didn't you just say I'm an artificial human being? Don't just go around bluntly saying something so ridiculous. And Sarah does hold her head. I suddenly have a headache. Mitsuki-kun, I discussed things about you with the 7th in private. But the technology that was used for this child differs from what was used for you. He's different from you, Mitsuki-kun. You were produced with organic technology based on genetic engineering. He was a human being who was made into something different through inorganic technology. That way of phrasing it would be more accurate. Those people from Kara kept referring to this child as a vessel. And then there was that crashed blimp. The ship's cargo that Al was searching for must certainly be this exact vessel. It's this child. He's probably a very important being to those guys. But at the same time, for us there'll be a load of information we'd like to know about. Well, no matter what, I can't just leave this the way things are. Anyway, let's take him back home with us to the village. Let's head to where my father is. And we see a split of Kawaki and Naruto's face right next to each other as the village is under Kawaki. Kawaki heads towards Konoha. What will Kawaki the vessel spill during his encounter with Naruto? What will Kawaki, who's taking the Konoha village, tell Naruto? The next chapter will be published on 8/20. So we're having 6 weeks between chapters. Fuck, man. Alright. So there's a lot here. Basically, my thoughts on the Kawaki-Gaara fight. It was cool. It showed us how strong Kawaki is. It was honestly a lot of fun, but there wasn't really a whole lot of interesting bits to get out of it, other than the resonance between Kawaki and Naruto's Kama Seals. But to me, the most interesting things are the reveal that Kawaki was synthetically altered, I guess. From, like, how does Katasuke say it? Where is it? Fuck, I completely lost the page. His blood vessels and his nervous system have been modified. So, like, there's a line earlier on in the chapter where Delta wishes they had changed someone's brain. I'm assuming that is Kawaki. Just because that makes the most sense. Then we have... So, fuck, also trying to thought again. I really need to get back on my meds, because I'm really distracted easily. But, so yeah, I'm kind of curious if they're going to try to make some kind of parallel between Mitsuki and Kawaki, given that they're both kind of synthetically created. But also that does raise the question, they had to genjutsu Katasuke in order to get this scientific ninja weaponry to begin with, right? Like, the anime goes out of its way to show Kashin Koji genjutsuing Katasuke. But, like, even in such a short time, they're already doing shit like this. Like, creating a person full of blood vessels and nervous system modified. It's a lot in the, I don't know, month or two since the Momoshiki arc ended. So that just seems kind of weird that they're adapting that so fast. But it's really, I don't really quite know what to take of Kawaki's syntheticness. I did love Boruto and Sarada being complete. I love every time they're shocked by Mitsuki's origins. It's so great. Just how little they know about Mitsuki. Yeah. But anyway, on to the big bulk of foreshadowing. What Kara's worldview is. So at the moment, it definitely seems like Kawaki is opposed to Kara. Except we see Kashin Koji's, grand statement about the world that's approaching. It kind of reminds me of what Kawaki says in the flash forward in chapter 1 about the world of Shinobi being at an end, I think is the exact line. I'll have to double check it later. It's kind of weird that, like, he's opposed to Kara and this new world, but later on he's going to be all for it. So I'm really curious to see what that goes, which is probably the first time I have ever said I'm looking forward to the flash forward. Because honestly, the flash forward is not my favorite part of this manga, as I've said before, and honestly I'm now looking forward to see how we get to the flash forward from where we are now. But yeah, this was mostly a fighting chapter, a little bit of setup, as we move on to what I'm assuming is the bulk of the Kawaki arc, if we're calling it that. But yeah, that's really, that's kind of all there really is to talk about next month. I'm kind of curious, why is the narrator or the, like, next time lines assuming that Kawaki would talk to Naruto at all? Maybe he realized that Naruto is not working for Kara. Unless the other Kages are working for Kara, and seeing another Kage would just make him assume that Naruto is part of Kara, even though I certainly don't think that he is. That would make no sense whatsoever. I might believe, like, the Tsuchikage being a part of Kara. I think it might be kind of weird, but, she's a minor enough character that I believe it. But yeah, unless there are Kage that are a part of Kara, I don't know. I guess he might be more open to talking to Naruto. But yeah, that's kind of really all I have for this month's chapter. I hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like, subscribe, whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye.